Stop what you're doing right now and watch this message.
Hiya, everybody. Java Jet in the booth coming at you live. This is WRQX. I want to tell you guys and gals about this YouTube morning live stream. And fudge! Ugh! I forget where I saw or heard about it. Guess I need a refill of some Java in my mug to stimulate my brain cells more. Ha! Oh well. It was floating through the Ethernet. I got the 411 somewhere. It's on, like I said, on this YouTube channel, MotoBaum, Virginia. His morning live stream is called Cawffee Break Crew. And it's not just about coffee. It's just what you need before the day gets crazy. Coffee, good company, some laughs, a little spark to light you up. Start your day off positive. They've got a great community of friends. So join them, share some stories, and get the support you need. And if life's dragging you down, they'll lift you right back up. Yeah, I can be a little devil sometimes.
We know, Java, we know.
We know that.
Yeah, what time is your premiere? Like, that's the big thing that I've seen so far today. Sterling gonna have a premiere, so we all want to show up. You know, let me look it up for you. How about that?
Tomorrow's the premiere. I'll be with Joe the Mountain Jedi, Gma Rides, and possibly Rainy Rider. That is the motorcycle trip around Lake City or Lake Park, Georgia. It's about a 12, maybe 15-minute video.
You guys have been doing it for like probably over a month, like doing that series after your premiere and then another premiere, and it kind of just goes, it's been working out well. I like it.
It was the Motorcycle Monday, but Joe's schedule's kind of gotten out of hand, so he's moved it to Thursday. So we're having Motorcycle Mondays on Thursdays.
That's awesome. There we go. Lake Park, Georgia.
Yep.
Is that by Douglas, Georgia? Because we used to go there a lot.
Very south of that.
Moto, I don't think I'm up. I was up on the stage, but I wasn't visible for some reason.
Where are you at?
Now I am.
There you are.
Yeah, now I'm there.
You sound good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're ugly as sin.
Oh man.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh man. At least he doesn't look so intimidating that you scare the service people when you go to get your truck fixed, man, huh? Is that some shit?
I need to be careful of that.
You know,
I don't realize it sometimes.
Like, God, that guy, he just looks like he could be angry at any moment.
I usually am. That doesn't mean that I am.
I know.
I just want a hug.
Oh.
Why you gotta think I'm pissed, damn it?
Okay, we're all here, by the way, Rocket Queen. So
all right, cyber hugs, everybody.
There you go. There they come.
Cyber warm hugs for everybody, including Sterling, who's not mad, who just wants a hug.
Oh, I know.
There you go.
Loving.
There's no reason outside this windshield right now that I don't need a warm hug. I mean,
you got, Where are your chicks? You got any chicks hanging out?
You are loved, Sterling. You are.
I got
my Java.
My chickens are hiding.
Yeah, they're what do they call them when they roost? They're roosting.
Yeah, my chickens are inside out right now.
And they're a Brewster the rooster. So loud. How are you? When that was Vanguard Ratchet. Good morning. Who else is Jim Reynolds waiting for a snowstorm? Yeah, you don't get stuck very often in a truck, do you? It has to be like, when do you know when you can't really drive around because snow really don't.
Look out my windshield right now. I'm parked till 1.
Yeah, you got a advisory.
Yeah,
the roads are clear. Yeah, no. What state are you in?
Michigan, just outside of Detroit.
Yeah. Well, they should be keeping their roads clean pretty good. Look at that. Semi is just cluttered. It hasn't been on the road yet. Aren't you supposed to brush that shit off? I'm not trying to be a Karen.
I'll brush it off when when the wind hits it while I'm driving.
Yeah, that's
like
what that guy's doing.
I'll roll down the window and then
You're going along, all of a sudden,
yeah,
poof.
Yeah, I've got a broom. I'll just reach outside the windshield and brush it off the truck while I'm driving.
I could see you doing that.
No, before I get rolling, I'll flip the hood and kick all that snow off.
Yeah, there he is. Landon Custom Classics from Idaho. Good morning from Idaho. Boy, that's
probably snowing there too.
Cool up there. Whew.
It's 6 degrees where I'm at.
Rob Benjamin, 27 when I woke up.
It's so cold that I can't use a urinal. I need to sit to pee.
Mm-hmm.
My husband used to use a Snapple bottle. When he
on
the road.
We've graduated to Ziploc freezer bags.
Yeah.
1 gallon size.
Kind of moldable. You could
kind
of like a stress freaking thing that you need.
got
fidget tool.
Nature's fidget spinner.
Stop fidgeting with your tool, okay? They got toys for that.
Fidget
Salty. Fidget pole. Oh, I think we're getting these great jokes right now, Sterling.
I think the house fell asleep on us.
Oh shit. Salty, did you like that one at least? You're usually good for it. Good morning. That's a dusting. You can still see the parking lot. That's what I was thinking a little bit. Let's see.
I'm running bobtail, and when you've got 1,800 foot-pounds of torque and 500 horsepower.
Well, you're responsible too for that shit.
And the company pays me $200 for every 10 hours that I sit. I'll just take my money and sit here.
Look at how polite Rocket Queen is. She's in the panel, yet she types out the questions so she don't interrupt us very important people.
Can I read the question?
Yeah, you read this time. You
guys are always reading. Geez.
Taking a break.
When the weatherman says there's going to be a snow blizzard, what's the first thing you get out when you go to the grocery store? What's the first thing you get when you go to the grocery store? What's your must-haves?
Milk and bread.
No, that's Jersey right there.
I buy a game of Risk, so that you have something to do while you're snowed in for 5 to 7 days.
For me, it's bourbon.
Bourbon? Yeah. Case of water, toilet paper.
If you drink enough bourbon, you don't need anything else.
You ain't got it. Yeah, you're not eating. Okay. You're on a liquid diet.
Peppermint
just need bourbon.
How about that?
And see, we didn't have fidget toys as kids. Yes, you did. Dad always says we would go blind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so loud. How are you this morning? Good to see you.
I've actually never been in a situation where I lived and was, sacked in for like a week during a snowstorm or anything like that. I've always been mobile. Like even though I live in the South now, I've never had to go through a hurricane or anything like that. I've had to. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Now that I've said it, we're gonna have a hurricane and a snowstorm at the same time in Georgia.
You'll see that. That.
But I've been trapped in the truck for days at a time. Like in Wyoming, they'd shut down the highway, and everyone crashes, and then they'd reopen the highway. Everybody would crash, and then wait 3 more days for people to stop crashing before they open the highway.
Mercy.
In 2011, we were without power for 28 days because the TVA lines from the dam up on the Tennessee River all got blown over with all the hurricanes, tornadoes, not hurricanes. We had 2 of them to come to my house on the same day.
Wow.
We cooked with a Coleman stove for 28 days.
28
That's amazing.
days.
Coleman
Spring Road King, how you doing, friend?
In Coleman County. Is that
Coleman County on a Coleman stove.
There you go.
Yeah.
So how is Alabama? I put out a little short what I was watching. I said, man, I don't know why. It was just interesting. It was impulsive. I was taping my way to work or whatever you call it, taking a video, and I was watching old Mac and listening to him. I said, man, that might be a good little clip, you talking about the weather and It's got, I don't know, a couple thousand looks at it anyway. So somebody heard you telling the forecast about just how damn cold it is. And then it may be, 4 degrees in 30 years. Go ahead. You tell the damn thing.
It's going to be 4 degrees Monday. If that happens, the lowest I've seen here in 30 years is 8 degrees. And now when I say we were without power for 28 days, now Cullman City was not without power. They routed the lines to Cullman from Decatur and got them power. And our power line comes in through the Bankhead Forest and whatever, and that was all blown down with all the trees across the lines.
You say these things.
So, old Mac, as a man that loves his electronic toys, how did you survive? Like, you got your ham radio, you got your TVs, and oh my God, that must have been miserable.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's what we did. We went out there, we took the coax, and we went to my truck out there. I've got I had a ham radio in the truck, and I hooked it up to my big antennas up here, and I transmitted from my truck, my pickup truck, and I checked in on the Alabama Daynet every day. I never missed a day.
Wow.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Alabama Daynet is like our coffee crew. We meet every morning, 8:30 in the morning, and we share weather and all different kinds of information about our county. And we have a roll call. It's been on for like 70 years.
Damn.
Are you still a ham radio operator and stuff? Do you still
In fact, I just renewed my license for 10 more years, so I'll be 96 one day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you'll be Carl's age.
Yeah, that's right. I'm hoping I'm around to be able to go breaker 19.
No, that's
What's
probably
your 2020? What's
that's
your
probably
20?
vulgar on a ham radio to say breaker.
Oh,
19.
hell yeah. What was your question, Rocket? What was your question?
No, I said, what's your 20?
Oh yeah. They can't try to keep the world separated between ham and CB. Almost every ham radio operator is a CB radio operator. When they're not on the ham radio, they're in their car and they're doing the hey 40 Roger D, good buddy, by golly, kick it back, bring it on, mercy sakes, cotton picker, how about a 10-4 radio check? You got your ears on?
Right on. Well, we got a question for Sterling.
Sterling, did you get your traction lights fixed on the rig? Oh, the traction lights were fine. That's a joke up here in the upper Midwest that people get scared. They put their 4-ways on and it gives them all-wheel drive no matter what vehicle they're driving.
You're doing such a good job taking the floor. You want to mention this for me? Like, you do it really well on your channel. Like,
we got Rody, Road King. Good morning, Moto. Everyone, even Rocket Queen. Oh, that's rude. Rocket Queen, star of the show.
What?
And he's a valued channel member for 2 months.
That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you. Thank you.
And he's got a spanner.
Yes. I love you, Rody. Thanks, man.
Always good to see Rody in here.
Here we got what?
I'm still going
Noggins
through
custom.
Hold on. I'm still going through post-traumatic stress disorder from him poisoning me at the casino in Los Santos. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm still on therapy for it.
I will be damned.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you came with that stuff, but what is this in reference to? Did I miss it?
Rody knows.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's an inside joke. All right.
Yeah.
We got Moto Noggins is here. Moto Noggins custom beer. Then the dispensary for some weed. That sounds like a sick bastard run when we have, but he'll probably never get to do that in Florida. It would be pretty damn rare.
Yeah, he only.
That's a daily though. It's really a daily. It don't have to have a storm or nothing. Just
he doesn't get
daily
snowstorms.
Other than the
he
beer.
gets smoke storms.
Yeah, smoke storms.
Old Mac, I wanted to ask you: is it possible to do like a YouTube live while you're, doing your ham radio stuff? Is it welcome to do live streams on the ham radio?
You cannot commercialize it in any way, but however, you're free to talk about the YouTube and all that stuff. And I always, when I was a ham, when I'd bring out a new movie, I'd mention to those guys, I used to get 150,000 hits because the ham radio would give me all those hits on YouTube.
Wow.
I used to get 150,000 views for a video.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
We
That's
got
pretty
Papa
awesome.
Derek in the house. Just became a YouTube member.
There we go. Yeah, he's been probably for a while. Unless you went away and came back. I don't remember, but I think he's been for a while.
I think he might have been gifted and then he became a member right now.
That could be. But
A
he's
valued channel member.
always good to see you back and about. I don't know. Sick must have had some severe trouble because he has not been back in. Let's take a look. We've been watching Sterling Wheel at the Michigan truck stop somewhere. Let's see what
Yeah, the
is
TA
happening.
truck stop. Those are
No.
good truck stops.
Now we're going to take a look at Wisconsin, somewhere southwest of Madison, Wisconsin, the capital. Look at that. There's a snowplow. It's ready to go.
Huh.
There. Yeah.
Kind of ready.
That's a big boy.
Could you go
That's the
warm
new
her up?
one. That's
Could you
Rob's
do
new
some-
one.
You need to do some donuts out there, I think.
With the
Be in
snowplow.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
You have to have a big bonfire and crash right on through it.
Yeah, that would
That
look
would be
cool.
cool.
Hey, Moto.
So
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
does that snowplow have there's like an extra plow that hangs off the side of it? Up in Donner Pass, they used to
Looks
call
like
it a Johnson spreader.
Yep, it's
Old
got a
Old Mac might know that term as well because they use it on the railroad tracks.
Yep. So this has a big wing on the side of it there, and that wing
Yeah.
is adjustable, so you can level your snow off. You know, in various, 3 feet, 6 feet, 9 feet high, however you want to. And his other V plows has that side wing as well.
I remember watching as a kid when they used them on gravel roads, they'd come down like a road grader. It would come down. They would do the main thing. Then they'd come by with that side swipe and kind of throw the pile that would pile up on the left or right side, whatever. And then that would smooth it all out too. Like they use that. You can use that for both, right? Gravel and snow, or is that?
I mean, you can use it for whatever you want. Whatever
Yeah.
you do, it doesn't.
Yeah, you
care.
did your driveway with it.
Yeah, he graded the driveway with his other one last year, and it takes 2 people to operate it because the driver cannot run the controls for the wing. They're all right in front of the passenger seat, so you have to have a wingman. You cannot operate the wing without a wingman.
It ain't bad.
Hey, Moto.
Yeah,
How about bringing me up on center screen? I want to show these folks how pretty
I'm
I
ready. Let's look,
Ooh,
man. Yeah.
there.
American
Oh, wow.
Uncensored right here.
Oh wow! Hell
See the-
yeah!
The pistons and the guitars.
You got the package, right?
Yeah, I
The,
did. Oh, it's
Nice.
nice. Not.
and
Oh, I got a headband that goes with it.
you got a cup.
Oh, wow.
Where's your mug? Let's see your
When
other
my-
mug
when
shot.
I'm using key fobs today.
There you go. See, that's,
Hey,
what I
That's
mean.
that's still a win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You betcha. I've got a little bit of everybody, almost everybody in this. I got Rocket Queen's Christmas tree. It's in our storage room. We already put it away.
And there he is. There you.
Yeah, and I got you up on my flag.
Yeah,
I got Ray. I've got stuff from a lot of people.
you're on.
If anyone breaks into your house when you're not there, they're going to think you've got a personality disorder. Like, who is this guy?
Which one is the real guy?
Yeah.
You're on Mac's chest today, right on this. You're the breastplate. Got the full armor on.
When my hair grows out, I'm gonna start wearing the headband.
Yeah, man. Get you.
Well,
out
if
of the
anybody
zone.
attacks you and stuff, you can always get that Christmas tree and whack them with it.
Wow, look at that one's all cleaned off. That one's ready for the highway.
Yeah.
That was a
There's
pretty,
a lot
pretty
of
black
people
truck.
that still have their Christmas decorations up. I don't know
Oh,
if they're
yeah.
doing it out of depression or they
Prez.
just,
They're
It's
too
like-
lazy. They
Cold.
are
It's
too
lazy.
lazy. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
You know, the work it takes to put those up for like a week or 2 weeks, like, I don't know. I don't find it really enjoyable and worth it no more. My Christmas spirit must have left me. But anyway, leave them up. Leave them up a while, I guess, you know?
Ours is still on the kitchen table.
Yeah. Camper, I
you go.
live runs on solar camper. You say that you live in runs on solar propane. When we lose power, I don't notice. So you're pretty much good to go at any time.
That's smart.
Can propane get too cold and not work
No.
at some point? No. That's
Butane
why
does. Butane does, but propane
butane.
doesn't have
Okay.
The danger with propane is you got to make sure that your regulators are clear.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that they breathe.
Sacred ice, right?
Yeah.
I got you.
I used to work in the propane industry.
Yeah, you're Hank. Hank from what's the show? Hank Hill.
Hill.
King of the Hill.
Let's see. We have about 8 inches on the ground right now, and 22 degrees. It's a heat wave. He said. There he is. Hey, true. I was just flashing. I was just flashing you. So yeah. Well, spring is only 59 days away. That's gonna be a long 59 days. Yeah, no 2024 road gliding anytime soon. Question: when the weatherman says there's going to be a snow blizzard, what's the first thing you go out? Did we just do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
How did I get back there again? How you
I
doing,
just
big
copied
man?
and pasted it for people that are just coming in.
Hey, Gloria.
Oh, so you did it again. You just wrote the same thing twice. That's not cool. You got to let me know when you do stuff. Be like, what the hell did I?
I
And
could
fell
never
back
said
in the-
anything.
Moto's
You're
going to
good.
start losing hair.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? You're fired.
That was deja vu.
I couldn't wait to fire somebody. Sterling fires us all the time from like 800, 1,200, 1,500 miles away. We get fired.
Yeah.
There's no outreaching you. Good morning, Glow. Let's see, I could afford a ham radio. I had the cheaper spam
but
radio.
Aw.
You just came in for a sec. Blessings. Yeah, I know, man. You've been sparse. Is he going to build a snowman? You frozen.
What about
Well-
snow angels?
Yeah.
Oh, remember Snow Angels? What, a year or two ago? Didn't I do some for you guys?
Yeah, you sure did. You stepped
I did.
outside and you plopped right on in.
I know. I should have been in my tidy whities. That'd have been more impressive.
Tidy whities in your pork pie hat.
Yeah. Pork
Or
pie.
what
You
about
remember
your Speedo? I know you have a Speedo somewhere.
a Mark
down
Spitz Speedo? That was a thing
Yeah.
in one day.
Yep.
Men's bikinis in the 70s was a thing I remember. Not like real popular, but it was something.
Oh, I'm glad I grew up in the 80s. There was
Holy
nothing wrong with
God.
the 80s.
Me too.
Good morning, Moto and crew, coffee crew. Did you get your stuff up? I pasted all the redirect and I just was like distracted for another show of yours and not your, you know what, your live news show.
From the depths of darkness,
Yeah, I was practicing. Go ahead, give it a sing. Can you hear
a
it?
voice emerges.
Is- do, 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 do.
All right,
My
good to
fault,
see
good people.
everybody. Katie just texted me, got some bacon and eggs and grits and already in the house. So I'm gonna
Wow,
go
is that a
eat.
priority?
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that a priority?
Yeah.
Is he
Yeah, it
making
is.
anything for us?
It would be.
He said,
I'm
he
hung-
said, he
I'm
said
hungry.
bacon. I'm surprised he didn't just throw the phone across the room.
I know it.
We haven't seen
Yeah,
you in
I'm-
weeks, and then a wimpy breakfast like that takes you away.
Yeah,
from us.
I know,
Can't
I know.
believe it,
Yeah.
man.
It's always girls taking our buddies away.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Damn those girls.
Yeah.
Have fun. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by, Ray.
Well, if I can manage to get up in the morning by at least 9
That
o'clock,
was great.
I'll join y'all tomorrow. But
You did.
I'm
you did this
surprised I got
morning.
up this morning.
Appreciate it, man. I love you. I'm just glad you checked in. We got to see you again. So
Yeah. So everybody
All
have
right.
a great day. Stay
Thanks.
warm.
Love you, Ray.
All right. Love y'all too.
oh, what does anybody else get at the store when they think there's going to be a hurricane, a blizzard, or some bad weather? That's what they do on TV. They get us all to go out, shop, and spend our money.
Those little propane bottles for your Coleman stove, Coleman
Mhm.
stove. Stock up on them, because you can cook. You can do one day.
Whatever.
You can use up one bottle in a day.
Whatever happened to Coleman Fuel? Why? Why do we got to use propane?
Oh, they don't. You don't get the mantles anymore. You remember you used to Coleman fuel. You had to light the mantle and.
Well, that's for
and
not
when you
for
need-
stove. You used to pump the little tank and keep
Oh,
the
yeah.
pressure going.
Yeah, that's right.
I know what you're talking about.
People burn themselves up in their tents.
Yeah, damn it. Well, that
That you
kept
got
it
to be careful
fun.
with the carbon monoxide too. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to always keep a kerosene heater in my house for emergency heat, and we, the big round one that you could buy, I don't know, wherever, Walmart.
Can I tell you kids a spooky story?
It's shit scary too. Go ahead. Butane stops working. Hold on. Oh, I was going to read that. Go ahead. Tell your story.
So years ago, and it was my first street motorcycle. It was a 76 BMW R75/6. And I went for a road trip to Vegas from Reno. And on the way, had a good time in Vegas. And I was riding back home, and the bike was started running kind of weird. So I slowed it down. And I didn't make it all the way back to Reno. I had to stop in a small community called Yarrington, Nevada. It's kind of agricultural community. They've got, alfalfa and onions and all that stuff. It's a nice little community.
Yeah.
It's mostly an Indian reservation for the I forgot what tribe. Old Mac might know who it is.
What area?
Yarrington, Nevada.
Oh,
I think it's Shoshone. And I stopped in at this old motel, and it was cheap and everything, and stayed there. And I woke up really early and went to the casino and got my breakfast. Back when breakfast at a casino was like $10. And I hit the road, got back to Reno, and my wife at the time says, "You stopped in Yarrington last night, right?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, "Did you hear about it on the news?" I was like, "I couldn't have because I was riding my motorcycle." She says, "There was a family that died at a motel."
Oh my God. Oh my
And I was like, "Excuse me?"
And you
And
were
she
in
goes,
the
"Yeah."
same room, right?
So she goes, "Well, let's look it up on the news," and sure enough, it was the same hotel that I was staying at.
Gosh.
And I called the hotel and I asked them about what happened. Of course, they were busy and didn't want to take my call, but I was like, "I was in room 20, and what room did the people pass away in?" And she was like 21.
And 20. Oh my God.
It was the room that was closest to the boiler that runs all the hot water for the hotel, and it was misfiring, and the whole family, son, daughter, mom, and dad, they all passed away of carbon monoxide poisoning.
That's not even funny. Wow.
They didn't find them till like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. I had left at like 5, maybe 6. But yeah, spooky.
That is.
good morning, Mr. Kime.
My mother-in-law.
And there's Mike. Mike's in here.
My mother-in-law, when she was alive, she would have her stove on and her oven door opened, and every
Try to
time
heat the
I
house.
but they would have a electric heater, not a kerosene heater or anything, right?
Mhm.
But every time I went over there, I said, "Ma," I said, let me try to direct you into getting, a subsidy for your heat and all that stuff." No. We're fine just the way we are now. And I was so afraid that one day, if I ever went over there, that I would find my mother-in-law and my nephew-in-law dead from the carbon monoxide poisoning. I was always afraid of that.
Yeah, because the biggest danger is an oven is designed to be a closed unit. That door is designed to be closed, and when it's open, it can't regulate its heat, and it can heat. It'll run full blast until it either catches fire or what have you. So it's a bad thing to do to get heat.
But I can imagine what her gas bill was, and all that. I couldn't understand it, but that was my mother-in-law. I love you, Ma, but still.
Let's see. Share. There we go.
My son told me that there were only 11 kids in his gym class yesterday out of 24. That's how many were out sick.
Yeah, there's a lot of people sick.
And like in his main class, there's, I don't know, half the kids at school aren't there. Which sucks because I felt like shit last night and I'm not feeling that great this morning. So I hope it's not rolling downhill.
Sorry. I'm busy over here trying to post link and do the redirect. Somebody wants to do any comments
Yeah,
for
we got
a minute.
Salty. He's a mechanic up here around Detroit. He says fuel with high levels of ethanols like E85 are my second highest no-start culprits next to batteries in these cold temperatures. The bullpen back lot has 30 tow-in vehicles this week.
Kym is here. How you doing, bro?
There he is. Yeah.
Thank
Jim
you.
Reynolds.
Hey, Jim.
Nice to see everybody here.
Robert from Sacramento area, Folsom. Yeah, this weather has been murdering batteries in my house. 3 dead batteries last week. And batteries nowadays don't last as long because it seems like they're more worried about making electric vehicles than actually car batteries. I've yet to have a car battery last a good 3 years. The last battery that I replaced in my Volkswagen was 15 years old.
Damn it. They don't make them like they used to, apparently, right?
Nope.
Yeah, but weren't they gonna didn't Ford make an announcement that they weren't gonna make
they stopped production on the F-150 Lightning, yeah.
Yeah, like they got rid of that because it's more expensive to make than anything.
The only reason American car manufacturers are alive is because of the pickup truck.
Yep.
And the bailout. The bailout
It's the cheapest.
2008.
It's the cheapest vehicle. Ford never accepted a bailout. It's the cheapest vehicle to manufacture, and now that everyone has to have leather and air conditioning and all that stuff, it's it's the highest profit margin.
Why does the page always jump when you go back and forth, East? That's why I pressed on the wrong one just now. Did you hear that?
Yeah, make sure you don't have autoplay turned on.
Yeah, I do. So
why
would you shut autoplay off? Don't you always want the next one to come on in case you're not handy there to grab it? Do you actually shut yours off?
No, I shut mine off. I'm very particular in what I watch on YouTube, and I don't like automatically suggesting stuff.
Hey, Desert Outlaw. Hey, Robert
in the house.
All right.
Papa's in here.
We have Mike Ball redirect coming up in a little bit. What is it? 10 o'clock now, about an hour. Everybody will just pop over and go see Mike Ball and say hi this morning and listen to what we have on the agenda. I wonder, is there as much news today as there was yesterday? He flew through some stuff yesterday.
There's always some news going on. Mike will never be out of work.
Like a doctor.
Yeah.
Working in the medical field, never out of work. What, didn't you have some weird, what would you have? Some copay stuff problems too? I was listening to your live stream yesterday, Mac, where they you pay extra to not have to pay, yet you still had to pay.
Yeah. Our insurance went up. Everybody on Medicare, Medicaid, or no, I don't know. Do Medicaid, Medicare went up. Everybody across the board, but our insurance went up. I'm with United Healthcare plan. I think I'm on what's called Plan 3 or whatever it is, where you get dental service. Yeah. Well, I pay extra for that. See, and so I go in, and I've never had a co-charge, and they gave me a co-charge yesterday. I said, wait a minute. It says right on my card, no co-charge. I go, you better look at the 2026. Your card, you're showing me here is 2025. It's changed. And now I have to pay a copay. They don't even use the word copay. They've changed the wording so that you still have to pay. They just call it something different. So
remember back in the day when we first started buying pagers and cell phones, and the contract was like 500 pages long? It seems like they got rid of that contract and just made it all of society.
Yep.
Kime just put out
And
a new
they're always
video today
updating their
too.
terms of service with YouTube or X or Facebook or even your cell phones. Like with my cell phone and stuff, it seems like every couple of days I get brand new terms of service, and if you don't agree to it, you don't have any service or nothing.
Yeah, the strange part about this, Moto, is we have Medicare, which is supposed to cover us up to 80%.
Yeah.
And then you buy a supplemental insurance. Mine is through United Healthcare, and you pay for that. And then that's so that you don't have to worry about that stopgap and all that stuff. And then they started charging us a copay to our secondary payment we're paying into Medicare. In other words, it's a win-win all around for other people, not for the people using it.
Yeah.
And it's like if you're on a fixed income, right, Mac, it's like they'll give you a COLA, right, a raise of cost of living, right, but it's taken away by you have to pay for the insurance and everything else, right?
Yeah. What they did this year, we had 2.8% in COLA, and what they've done is they removed the biggest portion of that COLA for the raise in the insurance. That more than you got to pay in the insurance.
Ratchet. Oh, there we go. We got a Papa. I thought you left and then you came back and you left a super chat. Everyone have a great and excellent day. I am out. Blessings. All right, let's whip one of these out.
It's like I am an angel. But it's like, that's it. Thank you, Jesus.
He left a $2 super chat, which is the minimum required money to walk into a dollar store.
No, it is nowadays. You can't even get nothing for the dollar no more. Isn't that crazy? All those have changed. Thank you so much, by the way, Papa.
Even penny candy that we used to get, like bazookas for 5 cents or Tootsie Rolls, you can't have that anymore.
Huh. You should read Big Dan's comment again. Yeah, you were reading my mind. He said, Mike will have a week's worth of news just covering Trump's fireside chat at WEF. That's live now. I've been listening for 3 hours. Goodness, man. You stay
World
tuned.
Economic Forum.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the chat. Yeah. Double tap the screen on the verticals, all verticals. Who we got broadcasting today? We have.
And the like button's not for Moto. That's for you.
I heard that today. I thought that was kind of ingenious. So explain that.
I'm going to tell you guys the honest God truth. Here at 85 years of age, if I pick up anything and I see his name show up, it scares the hell out of me. I don't know what the hell's going to happen next. I go, oh, God damn. I'm afraid to even punch it to read it and see what's going to happen,
Yeah.
Give us a break. Let us just live a little while, without having to have so much damn drama in our lives. That's just my saying. I know a lot of people love drama, but I'm not into that drama stuff.
We are becoming.
I'm in the same boat.
I'm sorry. Go on.
It's outrage culture.
What it is how in psychology they have Pavlov's dog, where every time he would ring a bell and stuff, the dog would eat a treat or something like that. This is what we're becoming, because every time our notifications go off on our phones, it's like, oh, what's happening now? What's happening now? What's happening now?
Always.
And what's funny about that is I was in rehab a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. We had to sit through a video, and it was about these chimps that were it was a scientific experiment on how cocaine affects the body. or a person or whatever, right?
Mm.
And here we're watching and stuff,
Make it
and
clean.
here they have these chimps and stuff like that. They're eating and stuff, and all of a sudden they put in the cocaine drip, and most of those chimps died because they went for the cocaine more than they did with it. Well, because of the food not being so desirable anymore and stuff. But this is what we're becoming with our cell phones. And I noticed that with Jim, because he'll listen to New York Prepper and stuff, and I swear, it seems like every 10 minutes that thing goes,
Yeah.
and when he has it on the coffee table, I turn it down and I'm about to throw it out the window.
No.
I'm with you on that, Rocket
Damn
Queen.
it.
I'm with you 100%. I never have my ringer on my phone. I rarely have my notifications turned on. I'll leave it on buzz because there are a few people that have to contact me in an emergency. But
Right.
I was sitting in that restaurant last night here at the truck stop. It's a Fazoli's Italian restaurant, and there was 10 people in there. Keep in mind, I'm a room watcher. I know every conversation within 20 feet, and I'm sitting there trying to enjoy my meal. There's 10 to maybe 15 people in the restaurant, and everybody's phone, beep beep, ding ding, dong dong. Yeah, and I get enough of that just driving this stupid semi truck. And it drove me nuts. And then somebody had a phone ringer that was the old Pacific Bell ringer, the real loud, and he let it ring for like 5 rings before he picked it up and put it to his ear. And I was like, really?
Well, there's times where there's times and Jim will say, "Why you have your phone off?" I'm like, "Because I don't want people contacting me." Well, why you have your phone off? And so what if say, a clinician's going to get a hold of you or the pharmacist or what? I don't care. It's my time. It's my phone. If you want people to contact you or have your buzzer or your alarm to go off, that's on you. But this is my phone, my life. I don't want to be and because it affects a person's mental health. And I've seen with Jim, when that buzzer goes off, I mean it's like an air raid siren, okay? I'm not joking. It's,
So that kind of gets me like if you're a married couple or just living together and stuff like that, and you got little itty, what do you call it, intricacies like that or something going on, who's in the right? Like who's not, like we have to be right, but just saying, like, how do you resolve, like does the other person need to shut his shit off for you, or is it like you're supposed to have love, patience, and tolerance? Which one is it?
Starts with proper communication. Drop the ego and just be like, "Hey,
what ego?
I'm in a place where I need some peace. Let's not have our phones on. Let's not have our phones on disturb while we're trying to be undisturbed."
I think that makes sense to me. Like that would be the resolve right there. Would be don't be annoying, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, no, he like he does have it, but it's just.
Sorry, I was just talking about something simple. I was kind of making a little bit of a joke about it, but not to get too serious here. We're just
it's like a prepper channel, New York Prepper. Okay, he's very well known. He's very in tune with, like the radars and the flight, paths of planes and all crap. Okay, along with Canadian Prepper or whatever prepper channels he listens to. But this one with New York Prepper, and he lives in Pennsylvania. Go figure. When it goes off, it sounds like an air raid siren, and like Jim will go back to the bedroom and listen to it, or listen to his podcast, whatever.
Yep.
I get it.
Well, here's a resolve. I hang out downstairs. She hangs out upstairs.
And the thing about it is that's exactly what the technocrats want. They want us separated. They want her upstairs scrolling and watching ads and,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
and then getting depressed. And then the ads, you know, are like, oh, hey, go get some go talk to your doctor about this medication.
Are
That'll
you
make
on
you shit till
Tinder
you die.
again? Are you on Tinder again? Yeah, she's
No,
up there on
and the thing
Tinder
is
again.
too, like Jim and I, we've been together since 2015. We got married in 2017. Okay, and he was working at Nordam. Nordam was a aviation company. Okay.
Yeah.
And he worked there for 22 years. And in July, okay, he did it in a better way, but I support my husband. He just up in July, he just up and left. He said, screw it, I'm out of here. Because first of all the technological stuff they were putting in, like the cameras, and they want the biometrics and all that. He said, no, I'm out.
Sterling knows about that with FedEx, huh? Kind of similar.
Yep. Yeah, driver-facing camera.
Yeah, and so he was all like, he's I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. We're going to spend more time together because I feel like I was spending more time at work than I was with you and blah, 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 you know, whatever. Okay. But then after a while, guess what was starting to happen? I would be in here. He would be in the bedroom. There was no middle ground at times. And the other night, I went off on him. Yes, I have a temper, okay? A very explosive temper. And I said, I'm sick of this. Because it's like you're always in the bedroom. I'm always here. You know what I mean? And we finally actually talked out our problems and all that stuff, whatever talking is, and we got everything out in the open, and now we understand where both of us are coming from. But with him, I said, sometimes I feel like I'm the only one in this marriage. I know I'm bringing all this crap, and it shouldn't be like this.
I asked for it, didn't I?
Yeah,
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I was just saying, you know, like, gosh, sometimes that simple little things can turn into.
Here's the thing, though, is we're a community and we're supporting each other. And that's all that matters.
Hello. I like that. Thank you.
Check your phone, Moto.
Yep.
The only thing, the only way I can.
But the government and the powers that be are trying to separate. They're trying to break the family apart. They're trying to break marriages apart. They're trying to break just humanity apart with differences. And that's, I'm not gonna say with what. I think everybody knows what. Okay? And that's why we're in a state of chaos like we're in now.
Everybody understands what, but they don't know why or how.
The only thing I can draw.
Time ago. I'm sorry.
The only thing I can draw a parallel line with Rocket Queen there is when I was really young, me and my brother were cowboys, and we got stuck in a lion shack in Yakima, Washington, up by the Indian reservation. And we was up there for 30 damn days. And I'm telling you, within 15 days, him and I were literally ready to throw down on one another. We got under one another's skin. So, you know, we were living so close in that one room lion shack that our anger just boiled over. I ain't kidding you. Two brothers that love each other, and we love ourselves. We still love one another today. But I think it's what the situation we're in now. We're just so saturated with things everywhere. It's like being locked into a lion cabin.
The thing about it, though, is they're rewarding us with sedation. So instead of you guys being trapped in a room together and being able to fight and argue and discuss, you have this magical device that it helps you to escape. And instead of solving your problems, it kicks them down the road.
Yeah, but also you talk about
it's the same. It's the same addiction as alcoholism. You drink to forget, and then you don't solve your problems right in front of your eyes. You just say, "Well, you know, I'll deal with it later."
That's right. And everybody, and I just want to bring this up, but everybody thinks this because of the warm, glowing light. It's like God, because everything on Earth and in the universe is in this device. You can look it up, and bam, you got your information, whether it be true or not.
When I got my bachelor's in computer science, I wrote a thesis. This was 1997. I wrote a thesis that basically technology is going to become God, and we're going to wind up worshiping this internet that has unlimited, like nobody ever has to buy another Encyclopedia Britannica.
No.
And it's just going to be in our pockets. It's going to be on our screens, and it will become the new religious force in the entire world.
Sam
And my
Altman.
and my
Sorry.
my teacher at the time gave that thesis a C, almost a C minus. It said, "This is the most craziest thing I've ever read. I don't understand where you come up with this, but you're not getting a good grade for it." And it pissed me off ever since, because it completely came true.
And can I just say one thing too? Sam Altman even said in interviews that he wants AI to be a religion or a god. Okay, he said this on television interviews. And AI is demonic in so many ways. It's. I mean, I love AI. I use it for various things, but I know in the long run it's demonic.
What state is that from, y'all? Not to interrupt.
That is
but let's take a
Detroit,
little bit.
Michigan, right there.
How did you know, man? That's pretty damn good. That's a Salty Badger picture, by the way.
I'm only an hour and a half from them right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I talk to Gemini, helps me out a lot, like do my videos and whatever. Gemini is AI that's automatically in a Chrome browser. Like it's embedded, and boom, right there. You click on her, you ask her some questions. And I was saying some stuff and she told me to talk about she told me this. What did she say? Something about sleep or have sweet dreams. She told me to have sweet dreams.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. Like how personable is that? That sucks you in even more. Like for a second, you're like, oh. I was like, well, I love you too, you know.
So I grew up, I grew up through.
You're cheating on Java.
Oh, absolutely. Java.
Don't let Java know about that. Oh no. She's not gonna. That's bad.
One thing that I share with old Mac is that we have both grown up in such amazing technological revolutions. I've gone through two of the biggest ones I can think of, you know, the proliferation of the personal computer, and then now AI. Like it's absolutely amazing. It's a wonderful tool, but my problem is it robs people from boredom and the ability to create their own thing. Like a 6-year-old boy doesn't pick up a spoon and start banging on something and then becomes a drummer and then becomes an artist, becomes a rock star, becomes famous, and then inspires other people. That's when humanity is lost, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Did I hear drums?
Yeah, but it's also it all starts at home too, because I know a lot of parents that are my friends and stuff that at the age of 3 months they'll shove a iPad in front of their kid's face and stuff, and they're like, oh look at this, and as soon as the
well, they do it to shut the
dies,
kids up, you know.
Well, that's what I used to do with my kids when I wanted to get high or whatever. I used to sit them in front of the TV watching Beauty and the Beast and Toy Story and all this other crap. It's the same thing, and parents don't want to be held responsible for anything anymore.
Big Dan had dropped a comment earlier about he missed smoking in the restaurants. I was in a restaurant in Kentucky, just north of London, Kentucky, an old truck stop, the Delta 5. And I walk into that restaurant and everybody was smoking and eating their dinner. And I got brought back to my childhood, because that was, you know, Dad would smoke a cigarette. The reason you strike up a cigarette in a restaurant is your food comes out quicker for some reason. The second you strike up a cigarette, the food will come out, you know. And And it brought me back to my childhood. And I thought, yeah, there's secondhand smoke. I'm going to die, yada, 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 but pollution and all that other crap.
Oh my God. Wait, what?
Oh, we do have a drummer.
We do.
No, we have two of them.
Yeah, we do.
One's here.
Got Rocket
And then
right
Carney.
there.
And Carney, play.
Carney's got a stick though. At least
I know.
Hey, all you need is a stick to be a drummer. Come on now.
Where's your old? Yeah, that's right. Just twirl and do the thing.
Carney, play.
We got the
Jam,
flash going.
Come on, jam, baby.
It ain't too early, is it? There.
No, come on, go. Go.
At least a little drum roll with a hi hat.
Yeah, give us
you go.
something. Play Hot for Teacher.
Yeah. What was that? What type of car did he have that they used, Sterling? Do you remember? It was Eddie Van Halen's foreign car sound that they used in cahoots.
It was just a double foot bass.
Mm-hmm. Well, they used his car exhaust too to go with the whole.
Yeah, I don't remember. Eddie was such a cool dude. Other than the people that had to live with him or work with him, he seemed like a really cool dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Valerie Brunelli needs to really. She has issues because it just seems like she was overbearing with him, and then even when he got married to that other chick, I feel like she was always like interjecting or whatever, and she always has to be relevant, and she's always talking about Eddie and all this stuff. You know what I mean? And that's why she can't have another permanent relationship, because she keeps bringing up Eddie this, and all that crap.
Hey, this is the first time I ever heard this from Rob. Well, not from Rob Lau, but just in general, that secondhand smoke being harmful is a myth. What do y'all think of that? Anybody got any opinions on that? That's really hard to believe.
True. I grew up around it, and I'm not dead.
Well, yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I mean,
both of my parents smoked.
Yep, same here.
I drive a semi truck for a living. I'm surrounded by diesel fumes all the day.
Is that why, like, you really can't get high from secondhand smoke? Like when somebody's done inhaled and then they let like another person trying to take that and get high off the same freaking doesn't happen. So what does it get? All the stuff gets filtered out, and what comes out is just
no, unless you do a shotgun with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, play greens. I don't know. That's just interesting. I never heard that one before. I've heard a lot of resolves and myths.
In Jersey, a few years ago, they were trying pass a law in the town where you couldn't smoke in your car with a kid that was 13 years old or younger, and everybody they were like, nope, that's not gonna happen.
Well, it's good to hear. It's good to hear. Like, I'm not going to trip no more. Secondhand smoke is a scare tactic unless you are in the womb. It is annoying, though, other than it may not hurt you. If you've ever been in a car with somebody and the window is cold, you can't. You just can't.
I can't stand it today. Like, mom smokes pretty bad, and I can't ride in the car with her. But yeah,
there's higher toxicity and pollutants than cigarette smoke, I guess. Well, that's a thought. How you doing, Desert Man? Good. Glad you're in Florida. Huh? You've been there a while now. And
there's many reasons for the scare tactics of saying secondhand smoke is a killer.
Per million.
And the reason they started that is because firsthand smoke wasn't killing enough people, and there wasn't enough doctors saying, "Hey, here's a nicotine patch. Here, go, speak to your doctor and get these pills that'll stop you smoking and stuff." It's all scare tactics.
I remember when Christopher Reeve's wife. After he passed away, she was diagnosed with lung cancer, and she said, I never smoked, but she was like a lounge singer, so there was the smoky rooms and all this stuff. So she said, yeah, I got lung cancer from secondhand smoke.
Yeah. I'd still avoid it because it's uncomfortable, but it's nice to know you're not gonna like immediately be affected at least by it. Connie, old Mac was saying good morning to you.
There's infinite ways to die. Which one do you choose?
Motorcycle.
Yep. Semi-truck.
Jeez, no doubt. Good Lord. You ever watch it? I don't even want to bring it up, but accidents and stuff that you can watch on YouTube. You can do that with any type of vehicle. But man,
I only watch the ones that are relevant to my safety.
Yeah.
I don't like the worst one out there, the one that I hate the most. And I don't like to use that word, too much. Is Bonehead Truckers. And he's built an entire channel around the stupid videos of people making mistakes. But he never spends any time saying, well, this is why, this is how, there's no training aspect of it. I watch a lot of aviation channels. I don't watch the aviation channels where you got people getting torn or burned or crashed or crunched or anything like that. I watch the channels that say, okay, this is why the engine fell off the UPS plane because of a maintenance issue, and this is what caused this, and what caused that. It's like I'm not into the Geraldo, let's get to your feelings, and there's horrible things happening, and this is how you're supposed to feel. No, I want facts and figures because I don't want that to happen to me.
Yeah.
How do all the holes in the Swiss cheese line up?
Yeah.
Bobbing and weaving. What time we got? 10:32. Okay, I thought it said 52. Whew. We're still good.
Getting close to Mikey Ball over there.
Good. Yeah, it won't be long. So it looks like you got a nice black slush going out there.
Yeah, they're plowing and salting right now.
Is it still snowing? I can't see no fall. Is it? No.
No. Let's see.
So what's the advisory for? Just about bad roads and shit, and that's why you're waiting out too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to mess around with this while I'm
so they will. No.
How's the showers at that TA truck stop?
They're not too bad. So TAs have kind of fallen by the wayside. The Love's truck stops are the best. They're the ones that all got all the upgrades and stuff. TA didn't. They stopped upgrading TAs in about 2016, 2017. So the showers are a little dirty, a little well worn. The best showers out there are at Love's. They cost about $17 to $20 nowadays, but I use fuel credits. Pilot and Flying J are still pretty good, but yeah, if you want to be a happy trucker, you stop at a Love's and get a beautiful shower.
It's probably more showers than necessary, but say like 2 weeks cost you $100.
Say again, Rocket.
What about the buffet at TA?
They're gone. Sweet and sour sniffles took care of that.
And they don't have like Country Pride, like the like the restaurant. So all that's gone now.
They took them out for the most part. There's probably out of all the TAs that exist in America, there's maybe 20% of the Country Pride iron skillets left. They got rid of the salad bar. They got rid of everything.
Oh my God. My husband is rolling around in his grave right now, but I think when I left from Jersey back in 2017, I think TA, in Columbia, New Jersey, they still have Country Pride.
Yeah. So it was trucker food too. Like now there was a documentary that I watched a couple months ago about the shitification of America, the Cisco-ification of America. Cisco is the largest food producer in America, and everything now tastes the same because it all comes from Cisco.
Hi SS, how's it going, honey?
Let's see. Salty says Salty works in what? Yeah, garage. So like, it's just like you too. I'm sure. Carrie says, I breathe carbon monoxide all day long. Trust me, I don't want an artillery blood gas test. Very painful. So, yeah, how do you get around that?
Is that where the doctor sticks both fingers up your ass?
Woo! Double duty.
I open up all the doors in my shop, especially now because it's winter and I can't have an exhaust hose. If I put an exhaust hose through the door, it just blows into the other side of my shop. So if I have to run a car, I'll open all the doors and just freeze for a little bit.
Yep.
Or I'll back it outside quick and just let it run outside. But at the dealership, we didn't have any exhaust fans at all. It was horrible. The hoses didn't work good. And was one of the contributing factors of me quitting.
As well as most cars are probably somewhat sealed up from that. When you're sitting in traffic, say like 15, 20 minutes, you should probably crack a window like you were smoking or something and want to let just
depending
crack
on
a window, you think,
on how new depending on how new the car is. These new cars don't pollute no more.
Yeah. I get that. Okay. So what else? Rob says, yeah, as a prepper, there's nothing I'd need to buy that I don't already have. For your questions on what do you run out and get when snowstorm hits or any kind of storm.
Well, that he lives in the glorious state of California where nothing bad ever happens.
You know, I don't think a snowstorm does as much damage as like a hurricane, you know, unless I've never seen a snowstorm act like a hurricane. So, but a hurricane, that's something more I would be a little more prepping up on. You even want to fill your bathtubs up around here so you have water, because your water can get either polluted or not working, mostly polluted when hurricanes come. So it's like a lot of shit you really need to do to be serious about it too. I've been out for a week.
I'm happy to be in the career that I'm in because I could just tell dispatch like, hey, my house burned to the ground or got sucked up by a tornado or flooded by a hurricane or whatever, and I'd just be like, hey, send me to California.
Yeah. Well, your house is mobile. You just go somewhere else. Say, hey, there's about to be a hurricane and flood, right? They probably know that shit anyway. Ain't gonna send you there during. They all pay attention to that, right? When they schedule loads and.
Oh yeah.
I'm most sure that bring down Walmart.
Listen, I trade loving, meaningful relationships for peace.
Yeah. That's another thing. It's tough. I wonder what the relationship rate is now in 2026 as it was in say 1976, you know, or 56. What's the difference and what's the equating factors, you know, the media brainwashing and the way that like entitlements and more things to bicker about, or just moralistically how the world is. Those are interesting things, just things to think about. We don't need to really like discuss them, but bring down Walmart.
Yeah, we're not going to discuss it here, but I'll send you 15 videos that are about 3 hours long each of describing exactly what you're just asked about.
Well, if you probably saw my ears smoking because I was about to say a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, if you want to do a quick summary and you think you can do a quick summary, you know, kind of, if it's even possible,
that's
go
easy.
ahead,
That's
shoot
easy.
it.
Yeah. So basically, we're fucked. Nobody cares. Fend for yourselves. Enjoy the decline.
Desubscribe.
Unlike, counteract, disavow.
Wow, thank you. So bring down Walmart and bring back the small shops. Now, wouldn't that be neat? Now, Amazon does medication. Yep, their sales pitch. Never have to see a doctor. Hilarious. Now we tell our doctors what to prescribe us. Yeah, we can do a lot of things at home too to keep you more isolated and whatever else that the agenda is. Who even knows? I like the convenience.
I try really hard to not use these tools of technology for sedation. I try my best to use it for enlightenment and education.
Yeah.
You know, because we need to learn about prepping and all that stuff, but we need to memorize it and start buying those books that can't be deleted and can't be burned. And we need to speak to our elders, and we need to gain knowledge from those people that have gone through the situations. The biggest downfall to modern society is we forgot how much that our grandparents suffered.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, that's California.
I like to have conversations with Carl because he's 96, and like old Mac too has seen a lot, and you know he has a good perspective, and he just shakes his head, over everything that's going on. That's all he just shakes his head. He can't even speak on it. It's so disgusted.
They want us to engage in everything, but you're only going to find peace in how much you disengage.
Yep.
A lot of people are now like with you see on Amazon where now they're making dumb phones where it's the old flip phones again, so people don't engage in social media or anything. They just use the phone for calling people. Yep, dumb phones.
There we go. Private equity. What's that? Equity.
Private equity went into big ag and animal processing. Pharma started merging mid 80s and 90s, consolidating supplies. Now they got into housing, human pharma, and tech consolidated now. Yeah, it's Big Dan has been a voice for a lot of that stuff. He's actually gone to the state and protested against big ag taking over ag and stuff like that. It's absolutely insane how much is controlled and manipulated out there. If you thought Monsanto was bad, they're just the tip of the iceberg.
Yep.
That's a lot of years. I would say that's commendable, Robert. Oh, and hopefully they've been quality. I think well, hopefully, I know, you know what I mean by that. Of course, there's always ups and downs, but yeah.
Quality over quantity.
Still happy, still doing whatever, then you can say that most days you wake up loving on each other. That's great.
My grandparents were married for 63 years, and it's very funny that my grandfather died New Year's Day in 1996. That's when we had a big snowstorm. And then April 1st is when my grandmother passed away. And we thought she was going to, live her life, be with senior citizens, go to Atlantic City every Thursday or whatever, her life was. But a lot of people were saying, well, if they were married for 63 years, don't you think she died of a broken heart? And I'm like, yeah, maybe, but that is a thing. That is the thing, dying of a broken heart.
It's true. Here's the thing, Robert's. Go ahead, Mac.
I was going to say, Ruth and I, we got in 33 years, and beautiful. Like any other relationship, we found a way that she lived in the 33 years we were together. She lived her life, and I lived mine. I didn't interfere. When she wanted to take a vacation, see, we had animals. I stayed home, and I took care of the animals. Then when I went on a vacation, she stayed home and took care of the animals. And so we had a working relationship that I didn't marry her. She was my fifth wife. And we had both had passed. We'd already had husbands and wives before. So we knew what we wanted in a relationship. And that was peace of mind where I didn't take her to raise.
And no drama, right?
Oh, I don't do the drama. No. I was a ham operator for 48 years, and the reason I left it is the drama got so damn bad on the ham radio that you couldn't go in there. It was like a political forum every day. You couldn't escape it.
So we're a ham.
I still am a ham.
Still am a ham.
But the secret that I've learned is you got to love to hate each other, but don't hate to love each other.
There you go.
Got to go back to Rob's comment. He says, I only had to beat her the first couple of years. Now she just knows. You see, it's all in the training.
Oh, wow.
It's all in the training.
I think I trained him pretty good.
It goes both ways, the training, don't it?
No, he doesn't train me.
Oh, whatever.
I'm from Jersey. I have a thick head, remember?
He's got his secret ways. Carl is 96. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's out plowing snow today on
like
the
old Mac.
Tractor.
Poor old Mac.
I guarantee
that means he likes doing 69, but he's not facing you.
That's shitty.
Oh,
wow.
Sterling, I like 71s myself.
What's a 71?
There you go. We're biting.
69 of two people watching.
Oh.
Oh my god, dude! Every time.
See, just when you think you heard it all, you ain't heard shit.
Oh my god!
You ain't heard shit.
This
Go
on
back
this
to his
network
other party.
this is where shit comes alive.
Oh my god!
Let's see, SNS, good to see
my
you, man.
God.
You've dropped a lot of comments. I'm going to read
made my
one. He
day.
says, I love the country life, but yes, Mac is right. You have to have someone there to take care of the stock.
Oh, I'm writing that one down.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Never laid a hand. I know you haven't, man. It was just funny, though, right?
It
You
is.
know? I like a sit. Woo! Just like that's funny. Oh, excuse me. I'm adjusting.
Wow.
Wow. Rocket, was
Oh.
that you? I've never heard that on the show before till you got
Jeez,
here.
friggin' somebody drowned that frog.
Oh, road reality. That's so good.
All right, wait. Can I talk about farts and stuff, right?
No.
Jim, wait,
No.
hold on. Jim came to Jersey right back in 2015, right? And so we sat on the couch and I had my legs on him, you know, we were watching TV, whatever. And all of a sudden, you know, whatever. And he's looking at me. He says, "You just let it all hang out and stuff. You just don't care." I said, "Well, now you know how much I smell."
That's a good one. Oof to nay. Oof to nay.
I had a girl complain about my farts once, and to get me to stop, she's like, "You smell healthy today."
Well, with Jim, you have to have a gas mask on when he farts. I mean, it gets
man.
really bad. I mean, and there's times where like
What's
I'll
he
walk
eating?
into good food.
Apparently.
Yeah, but the
Not
thing is,
good.
when I'm walking down the aisle and stuff, and say he's in another aisle, I'm like, "Yep, Jim was here."
What's old G? Old guy? What does old G really stand for?
Original gangster.
Original gangster.
Emotional damage.
I miss
Thank you.
wearing masks
cleared that up.
everywhere. You know, when we had to wear masks to go shopping and stuff, because I used to crop dust in the produce section on purpose, and nobody saw me smile.
Did you walk into that one? That's like walking into a bad fart, ain't it? Like, whoo! Walk right into one. But she, Sherry,
So
I think
at the
Sherry caught ya.
Walmart, that, you know, on the floor, it would say 6 feet distance, and then they put arrows on the floor, like you were only allowed to go one direction down each aisle. I would always walk the wrong direction and crop dust the entire. I spent an entire night eating pinto beans, and then went to Walmart the next day.
Dude, that is so bad. I got a bean story real quick. My grandma make those navy beans all the time in the pressure cooker, and I was pretty young and went to work. I'd even bring them in my thermos for lunch, noon, because I stayed in with my grandma for a few days and loaded up on those things. And we, you know, and I do heating and air conditioning. Okay, so I had to get on the other end of the ductwork. The other end of the ductwork, while the other two guys are way up high on the ladder, ready to put the slips in. You got slips and drives. Drives are what pulls your ductwork together. And they're up there trying to get things lined up. And we're doing 3 sections, 3 5-foot sections at a time. So maybe 15 foot away. And of course, you know, I had to break wind. And I'd be damned if it didn't follow up the ductwork.
Yeah, the chimney effect. Yeah.
And hit both of them guys on the ladder. And they looked at me and gave me, and they known I'd had trouble earlier that morning. Every time they walked, so they knew the scent, they knew what was going on, right? And they
were catching your drift.
They went down the ladder and they left me there hanging with holding this sheet metal till I'm like just shaking from, you know, wearing out, because they can't drop her. It's going to hit me or it's going to ruin shit, you know. But yeah, they got the best of me. But I thought it was funny, boy. We just all had a good laugh until, but geez, yeah, that's nasty. Oofta, nay. Oofta. Beans will kill you.
Or don't eat collard greens or any kind of spinach or anything else and stuff, because
I don't know. You have to have some first.
Well, Jim, you know, went to work and stuff, and all of a sudden he would just right, and so his coworker Chris, right, would be like he's working on something for the airplane and whatever, right? And the bathroom was like maybe 10 feet, maybe 15 feet away from Chris. And he goes to Jim. He's like, man, that bathroom smells today. And then Jim just walks away because he was blowing wind to him.
Yeah. Let's see. We only got a few more minutes left.
We got to know the answer, Robert. Most often question asked after sex. Where's
That's
my
what I
wallet?
said. You got to start having
Was it
some
good for
first.
me? Was it good for you?
Was that it?
Sorry, Mom.
Oops, I did it
That's
again.
not a question. That was a statement.
Whoops.
Just never brought it in front of me. So no kidding. Not sure what I'd do if she did. 25 years.
I usually have to wait till they're sleeping to get the farts.
Man. I don't know.
It's funny. It's cute when women say, I don't want to fart in front of you. And then when they fall asleep, it's like the Titanic hit an iceberg.
How you doing there, Mike? I was wondering if you're still. I just went to your show there to see if anybody was in the comments. And who's there? Warland's there. Carney has been dropped by, and Moto has, and there's Mike. There's Mike Ball saying good morning to FW. Yeah, I see you typing. Mike. Thank you all for the laughs and realities. I am glad I stopped in today. Didn't want to, and I get that. But definitely worth it. Yeah.
Listen, we're a gang of people that just don't want to do nothing, but we do it anyway.
Well, resist the Moto Coffee Show. That's what it sounded like, didn't it?
Yeah,
I didn't really want it.
It is a bit of a backhanded statement, but it's
Yeah,
nice.
let me tiptoe in. I know you probably didn't mean it like, but if you did too, I don't care. It's funny, but
yeah, he landed it.
Sherry. Yeah, that's funny, Sherry. Well,
like, listen, you're an asshole, but you're my asshole.
Well, Sherry got a good laugh. That's good. That's what we try to do. Get a few good laughs in, a few good stories for the day, and off we are.
Yeah.
What is tonight? Is today Wednesday only? Yeah. I was thinking sick bastard. He's having some trouble. I think he's been editing, right? And he's been editing. Can you believe that? And I think he lost a project and is probably on a high level of I'm so pissed right now because for one, he doesn't really edit that much. And then when you spend hours doing something you're not really enjoying or familiar with, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
I've
had a brother to brother discussion with him lately.
Yeah.
And I was like, Eric, listen, before you try to edit, don't smoke pot for at least an hour.
Yeah, try to lay back a little on that, right?
Yeah.
I ripped one on a golf green once, 40 foot from a buddy of mine. He squatted to check his putt and fell over. Got him. That's a great story. That's out in the open too. When you can hit somebody out in the open, you know you're doing good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. When they feel like a blanket has just dropped over you, know they are thick and potent.
One of my favorite comedians is Bert Kreischer.
I love it.
He told a story about going to Tokyo once. And he said that, like, on the whole flight over there, him and his buddies were eating like crazy. And then they went to, you go to Japan, you got to have sushi. So we went to these sushi restaurants and pigged out and all that stuff. And he goes, and then I needed to take a shit. And he found in Japan, they don't have the conventional toilets like we do. It's, you squat over a toilet that's built into the floor, basically. And he said he took a shit so awful that the guy in the stall next to him threw up.
Ugh.
And that was his introduction to Tokyo.
That guy is so funny. With or without a shirt.
Whoop.
Yep.
Whoop. That was a repeat.
I had a Japanese girlfriend for a little bit, and she said, "Did you know you are Americans? We have a title for you." And I was like, "What?" And loosely translated, it smells like butter. So in Japan, they think that we all smell like butter because of our crazy diet.
Oh, wow. Not
Yeah.
parsley. We should smell like
Yeah.
parsley. Parsley is supposed to be a natural deodorizer, by the way. So Salty says you learn to save more often when you loose one. You never listen to George Carlin? You remember the test farts? Like when you're on the plane and you want to do one at like maybe 20 or 30 or 40%, he would go through the whole thing, like the pressure release, like he has control over it. And yeah, it's just hilarious how he puts it. And then, of course, like that, you lose, nope, no control in that one. Says, no, I'm just in a hate myself and don't want any help me attitude, but there is always someone that hits me straight on. And well, that's good. Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Amen, man. Just sometimes getting out of a funk and upstairs is where all the problems are for us. There's no solutions up here by yourself, especially when you're in a funky mood. It's always best to reach out and do something.
Yeah, never let depression spiral into hopelessness. Reach out, talk to your friends, join us on a live. We'll be here for you.
Get stinky with us. Lloyd says, what? That's because their food over there is naturally high in fiber, and it is pushed all that United States bullshit food out, probably. Which man,
get out of your stinking thinking.
Here a couple of months ago, I got into a small state of depression. And what triggered it was the thought of dying and not ever seeing you guys again.
I remember when you were going through that, old Mac. I could feel it.
Oh, it was you could tell it from the music and from some of the stuff.
Mm-hmm. But at least you expressed it, didn't hide it.
And these kind of conversations help overcome that. I didn't take any kind of medication for it, but I could tell it was coming on, and I thought this may be real. This might be a real state of depression.
Each and every one of us.
If it's more than 2 weeks, it's usually depression.
Clinical, yeah.
Yeah.
Cynical depression.
Unfortunately, we're here for you, old Mac.
Yeah, man. I tell everyone that, but I fight it to do it. Myself. Yeah.
The strongest people are the ones that have been hurt the most.
And really, the more weak than strong. When we act that way, we don't realize it. Our egos tell it it's strong, but it's better. I know. I get all philosophical here, but
2 minutes till Mike Ball.
Hey, thank you for the countdown because I would have forgot. Let's go right now. Say goodbye. See you tomorrow morning. Anybody got any last minutes, whatever's they need to say?
Love you. Love you.
Cyber hugs. Cyber hugs all.
Y'all be safe out there.
Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, Sterling. Thanks, everybody, for being here, Carrie. And just the armpit treatment, please.
It's 9:30 sharp. The crew come alive. MotoBaum, Virginia's got the mic, he's got the vibe. Sick bastard laughs loud, makes you feel at home. Safe to speak your mind wherever you roam. Mr. Carney's got the charm. Key fob keeps it calm. Mike Ball drops truth like bombs. Now go on again. Take your coffee and run. The show's over, but your day's begun. Oh, Max spins tails. Dave might chime in. Tuesday to Thursday, we'll do it again. Smokes will make you cry. His busted up body is the reason why. What a guy. Mac's stories are tall, they stretch to the sky. Dave's got a voice that travels miles wide. Mike Ball throws wisdom like stones in a pond. Keep up steady, he's the magic wand. Sterling wheel never sticks around very long. His logbook keeps him on the run. Rob's neighbor is the fix-it man, he tells stories of junk and treasures he holds home in his van. The coffee crew's the best. they'll put your mind at rest. Here's to the next request. Now go on and get it. Take your coffee and run. The show's over, but your day's begun. Old Mac spins tails, Dave might chime in. Tuesday to Thursday, we'll do it again. So farewell and goodbye, my friends. For now the Coffee Break Crew show has come to
Thank you, SNS.
the end.